Hey guys, Kayak fish here. Just wanted to show you my yak. It's just a cheap Walmart thing, but I've gone ahead and done some improvements to it. Little flush mount Scotty rod holder there. It's going to hold a Scotty rocket launcher, which I got sitting over there, and that's going to hold my camera pole. Two more ram mounts. I got ram tubes for those, for my net, my gaff, my rod holders. Those came with the yak. This piece right here, it's pretty unique. It pulls out. This is a watertight seal in this, but it pulls out, and there's a big tub there. So if I catch fish, I can keep them in that tub, pull this out, and because it's watertight, it floats. That's why I got that string there, so it'll tow straight. And I got a clip, I just clip right on it and tow it, so it's pretty neat. And then I just put a couple of little tie downs here on the sides. Of course, put my yak fish sticker on there. And got some stuff from Hook One, of course, so I found out from you guys on YouTube that Hook One's the place to go if you need anything, and you guys are right. Went ahead and ordered the ram mount with the X grip, and the reason I did that is because I don't know if I want to put a fish finder on this boat, but I do use an app on my phone called iNavix. And I live here in southeast Alaska, so I put this thing out on the ocean, and I do a lot of salmon fishing and halibut fishing, bottom fishing for yellow eye rockfish, things like that. And the app that I have on this phone, you see that? I got every chart in Alaska, same charts all them guys got on all them big fishing boats. I got it right here on my phone. And all I really need to know is the structure and the depth and where I'm going and where I'm at, where I'm headed. This thing gives me everything: my altitude, my speed, my heading, my bearing, my location, latitude, longitude. I can set a track, I can set a course, I can plot waypoints, just like everything else. The only thing it can't do is find fish. That's up to me. The problem is, I also like to use that phone right now because I don't have a GoPro or anything like that. As you can see, I got it in a life-proof case, so I like to use it for filming when I'm out on the water. And when I do that, it drains the battery ultra quick. And I got no way to charge it. And if I want to put a fish finder GPS, I'm going to use that ram mount right there and put it right there. I'm going to need a way to power it. So of course, I decided I'm going to put a battery in this kayak. And I've been looking into the ocean kayaks, specifically the Trident 13. And that'll be the reason why I might not put a fish finder on here, because I may decide to go ahead and get the new kayak first before I get a fish finder and put it on that. But anyway, I wanted a way to charge that phone so I can use it for my navigation, I can use it for my filming. There's another Scotty base mount for another rocket launcher tube for another camera pole. Anyway, looking at the Ocean Kayak Trident 13, their kayak comes with a battery bag that's mounted to the deck lid inside of the kayak, so that the battery is suspended from the bottom and it's not banging around. It's suspended in place. No matter how much you move the kayak around, it's not going to bang around. I thought that was a great idea for two reasons. For one, it keeps it suspended, it keeps it from knocking around, and if you do get water in your kayak, it's not sitting in a puddle. The second reason I liked it is because I have no way to trim this kayak. And if I catch fish with me and all my gear, where's all my weight? It's in the back. So the back is going to, of course, be lower in the water. So I thought if I get a big 12 volt dry cell battery, put it in a watertight case, find a way to rig it up in the front, of course that would be better. It would help me trim the kayak out better. Put a little more weight distribution in the front. So that's what I did. Went to Walmart and I got some cheap motorcycle cam lock straps. I got a Pelican case. I got a battery. And this is what I've done. So you can see, hopefully here, I just through bolted right there with some fender washers. I trimmed the straps up to use what I need. There's the cam locks. They fit right in the grooves of that 1170 Pelican briefcase. I got a marine watertight connector, just a 2-pin connector. So the battery's snug inside, the padded foam inside that case, it doesn't move at all. The wires come directly from the battery and they go to that plug. Everything's heat shrinked. Everything's got deox in it to keep the connections from oxidizing in case any moisture does get in there. And suspended the cable, just the 2 wires, with these 1-inch Panduit sticky backs with some marine adhesive on the back of it to hold them on better for a longer period of time. Hopefully they won't fall off. They shouldn't with that stuff on there. And let's see if I can get this thing to refocus here. This is hard to do one-handed. There we go. And I stuffed all the wires and folded them up because, again, not sure what I want to do. If I want a fish finder and GPS on here, I'm going to need to redistribute that power. I've already got something to do that. I'll show that to you in a minute here. But anyway, so I just ran it direct right to the back of this, which is a marine watertight USB connector. Sorry about the bright light. So I can plug 2 USB connectors in there, get a good charge. I got that green LED light to let me know I'm still getting good power from the battery. So yeah, there you go. I can charge my phone whenever I want. I can just leave it plugged in all day if I want to. From what I understand, on a full battery of the type that I have, you can get 4 or 5 full charges on your iPhone. So that thing will run all day long, probably 2-3 days in a row. Well, anyway, it'll run all day long. You can get it home, put the battery on the charger. And you ask, well, how do you do that? The way you got it wired. Well, if you can see in here, that connector, let's see if I can do this again, refocus. That connector is it's a plug, it's a connector, exactly, it comes right off. You just reach in there, twist it out. And there we go. With it disconnected, there's the watertight connector. So that big pin is the positive, the little pin's the negative. So I can leave the battery in the case, hooked up tight to the kayak. And when I say tight, I'm telling you it's tight. This thing does not barely wiggle. I mean, no matter how much, and it is up tight to the deck lid. There's no doubt about it. That thing is not moving around. So, I just take my charger leads and push them right into there. Right into them holes. And it starts charging. And of course, at the end of the day, when I'm done, I just disconnect that plug. Leave it hanging. That way, that little LED, that green LED light over here isn't running and draining the battery when the thing's just sitting here stored. See, no more green LED. That thing fits on there tight. All the connections are heat shrunk, deoxed. So, yeah, that's how I install the battery. Pretty much as inexpensively as you can do it, but also as neat and clean and watertight as could be, in my opinion. So, hopefully that gives you ideas. I know you guys have given me lots, so here's one for you. Alright, later.